guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Angel B. This is Angel B Designs. Welcome if you are new. If you're not, welcome back. In this video, you guys, I want to start off by thanking Go2Craft for sending me their auto tumbler press. Now this is an auto rotating tumbler press, which is what makes it different from a standard kind of tumbler press that has the lever that you pull down. This one, you place it inside of here, you turn it on, and you set all of your settings. And then when it's time, when the first rotation, so I don't know if you're new to tumblers, when you're making a tumbler, because of the way that it closes here, there's going to be a small gap. So you have to rotate your tumbler and press it a second time to ensure that the full tumbler gets a full press. With this machine here, what it does is it auto turns for you. So in a standard press, you pull the lever down, you let the time go, you have to lift the lever up, you have to turn your tumbler, and then you have to pull your lever back down and then pull it back up when it's done. So with this, you put it inside of the machine, you let it go. When your first initial timing is up, it will open, it will turn your tumbler 180 degrees, and then it'll close it back and do the second press. All for you, all automated. So it's pretty cool. I definitely like it. I'm going to show you, we're going to be unboxing it, using it, and obviously testing it out. This tumbler also came from Go2Craft, but I pressed it myself. It came blank. So I'm going to leave everything that I'm using in today's video linked down in the description box. All of my materials, including the press and the tumblers. Okay? This is what we're doing today, guys, so definitely go ahead and stick around for that. All right, guys, so I kind of quickly wanted to show you this drag and drop template I created. Let's say you have a design that is for a completely straight tumbler, but you need your design to be tapered. I created this template here. It is for Canva or Canva Pro. So what you do is because this is available in my Etsy shop, when you purchase it from my Etsy shop, you would just follow the instructions to upload it inside of Canva, or open it inside of Canva rather. And then this is the template that you're going to get. And then you're going to take whatever image that you have, and it's literally just a drag and drop concept. Okay. Super simple, super easy. And now you have your tapered design here. So to download it, you would go up to share, you would go to download, you would download it as a PNG, and you want to make sure you download it with a transparent background. This is going to be a pro feature. That's why I said Canva Pro. If you download it without the transparent background, you're going to get this white along with your image. Now, if you use a different website to remove backgrounds, then by all means, you can use the free version. But if you do have Canva Pro, make sure you're downloading it with the transparent background checked. And then I do like to bring my pixel size all the way up. That's a personal preference of mine, but you want to make sure that your design is the correct size. So I have this set to 9.3 wide by 8.2 high. So whatever software you bring it into, just make sure that if you do end up resizing your pixels to a bigger size, it's going to come in bigger. So just make sure that you resize it to 9.3 by 8.2 is what you would need for a 20-ounce skinny tumbler. Okay. And then, you know, this kind of works for any design. It's just a drag and drop method. So hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully, you know, as you can see, all you'd have to do is grab your template, drag it and drop it. And then if you need to resize it, or if you need to like adjust it a little bit, like here, like his head is cut off, you would just double click and then scale it however you need to. And then push done. And there's your template. Okay. Hopefully this is helpful. This template is linked in my description box, but I just wanted to quickly show that to you guys. But now I'm going to go ahead, get my image printed out, and then we're going to press the tumbler together. All right, guys, so I have it taken out of the box here. Now this thing is a little, it's kind of tall. It's not necessarily wide going this way, but it is tall, obviously to accommodate for the larger tumblers. So I just want to show you kind of the panel here. So this is the panel. You have a stainless tumbler setting, you have a glass can setting, you have a custom setting where you can make your own settings, and then there's a ceramic mug setting. This is the up and down, this is the start and the stop, and then the on and off switch is back here where the outlet gets plugged in at. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get it plugged in here. Okay, now I have it plugged in. I do need to go grab my tumblers because you have to heat it up with the tumbler in there, so I will be right back. All right, so I do have some tumblers from Go2Craft, which is the same brand as this machine. So let's see how these tumblers do. I'm going to take one out the box. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Okay, I'm going to press stainless tumbler, which is 365. It's already set to 365 for 50 seconds. I'm going to leave it on that. We're going to see how this one does, how this setting does. And then I'm going to go ahead and, I almost forgot to take the top off. I'm going to put this in there while it's heating up. Just because the reason you do that is while it's heating up, it just, it keeps the life of the machine if you heat up your machine with a tumbler in there. Okay, so while that's preheating, I'm going to take this other tumbler here and we're going to go ahead and wrap it. Now, this is actually straight and not tapered. My print is a tapered print. So I need to go ahead and reprint this because it's not going to work with this straight one. I thought they were tapered, but they're not. This is straight. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get my, prints reprinted, and then I will come back and we'll go ahead and wrap this. Okay, guys. So I have this is my print. I reprinted it. Now, for my tumblers, I do keep a little bit of a white lip on the side that's going to, because I overlap. So there's some people who overlap their images, and there's some people who just bring the edges And what I mean, let me show you. Some people overlap like this, and some people just bring the edges right together like this. I overlap mine. It gives me a little bit more stability. So when I'm doing that, I do keep a little bit of a white lip here to help me to overlap it. And then I also know what side needs to go on the top. Now sometimes when you overlap, you do get a little bit of ghosting, just some ink. Basically what happens is the ink from the side that you overlapped bleeds through the paper, and then it kind of creates some ghosting. So to avoid that, what I started doing was I put tape on the part on the lip that's going on the bottom, that's going to be touching the tumbler, so that when it bleeds onto the tape and not onto the paper. Okay, and you want to make sure you get it as close to the edge without going over, because if you go over the edge, you are going to create a white line, and you don't want that either. So I put it as close to the edge as I can get it without going over the edge, so that you don't create unintentionally a white line. And then I just cut off the excess tape. Okay. So now our image is ready to be wrapped. So what I do is I lay it down. I lay my image down. I put my tumbler on top of it. And then I bring my edges together. And like I said, I overlap one side on the other. So as you can see, the when I overlap, because I added that piece of tape there, if there's any ink bleeding through this paper, it's going to land onto the tape and it's going to stop that ghosting. Okay. And then my heat press is pretty much warmed up all the way. It's on 365, which is the preset tumbler settings that came with the machine. Now, what I'm doing is first I tape the seam. Okay, then I'm going to tape the top. I'm going to get one long piece of tape. I'm going to start right at the seam. Hold it down with my thumb, and then I pull it tight going all the way around the top. Pulling it tight and wrapping. And then just pushing it down with my thumb. Now I got a huge piece of tape, so I'm just going to keep wrapping until the tape is gone. Pulling it tight as I'm wrapping. Okay? Then I take my thumbs. I do cut a slit in the tape just to make it easier to push down. Taking my thumbs, making sure there's no air bubbles, completely wrapping all the way around the top. making sure it's nice and tight. And I'm not going to be using shrink wrap either. So you want to make sure your tape is nice and tight if you're not going to use shrink wrap. If you are going to use shrink wrap, still make sure it's nice and taped well, but you don't have to put so much emphasis on it, because the shrink wrap is going to give you that extra push. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing for the bottom. Making sure I'm pulling it tight while wrapping at the same time. And then the same thing. I'm pushing it down with my thumbs, making sure there's no bubbles, making sure there's no creases, just making sure it's nice and smooth all the way around. Okay? And that is how I wrap. Now we're going to go ahead and take this tumbler out. I'm not going to set it on my mat because it's going to bow. So I'm going to set it over here on my heat press to cool off. And then let me slide it back over. We're simply going to, with the seam on the side, I'm not putting my seam like this because I want my seam to get the most presses. So in order to do that, put the seam on the side. We're going to put it all the way down and we're going to push start. I'm going to let that go for the 50 seconds. I'll come back right before it's over and then we'll see it turn. All right, guys, so it's going to open and then it's going to auto turn by itself 180 degrees. So I did want you guys to be able to see this. So that's it opening, and that's it turning by itself, and then it closes. All right, guys, so this is about done. Now, when it comes to tumblers, I don't particularly like to unwrap them right away. As you can see, it is like so hot. You can see the image through, which is a good thing. Y'all, this is hot. I mean, even using my gloves, it's hot. Okay, it is hot. So yeah, that's way too hot for me to be able to handle right now. So what I'm going to do is let this cool off so that I can go ahead and be able to handle it. And then we'll unwrap it together when it's cooled off a little bit. All right, so my tumbler is pretty cooled off. So we're going to go ahead and unwrap it. Does anybody else like love the anticipation of a tumbler peel reveal? Like, it's so nerve-wracking. It is so nerve-wracking. Did it work? Did it not work? Oh my goodness. That looks so good. Okay. So here is the seam. As you can see, we just brought the edges together and there's no ghosting. I have a little bit of white going around the bottom, but not the top. Ooh, the top looks so good. The bottom is a little crunchy, but that's okay. I'm not really tripping about it. I more so care about my seam and I care about the top. So my seam, this is the seam, and then here's the top. That looks so amazing. You guys, this tumbler is from Go2Craft as well. I will leave a link for these tumblers down below. Excuse me. I will leave a link for these tumblers down below. These are straight, and then they come with the stopper. You just peel it off and stick it right on, and then of course you have your top, and then they also come with the straw, the stainless steel straw, and the straw cleaner as well. Okay, but I will leave a link for this down below. But this turned out, I absolutely love how this turned out. You guys, it's Autism Awareness Month. Well, the time I'm shooting and recording this video, it's April, and it is Autism Awareness Month. For those that don't know, my 5-year-old is autistic, so I really, really, really love this tumbler. It came out really, really cute. But yeah, so that is my seamless method that I use without shrink wrap. And then yeah, that's the review on this. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about this machine, definitely drop a comment down below and I'll try to either respond or make another video to respond for you. I do plan on using this in a live coming up sometime soon, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you have your notifications turned on so that you get notified anytime I upload content or go live. Okay, but that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, bye guys.